Welcome back, cousins, to yet another episode of Spill It with Mish. I am your host, Mish West Co, your cousin girl, your favorite cousin girl, Graham's favorite. Don't hate me. But we are back, and I have my lovely, lovely guest, Miss Nada Boy. She brought her lovely tea here, and we are going to get into the benefits of tea. She's going to tell us a little about her company and why she started this, where this even came from. Are you excited?
I am.
Period. Okay, so we are really diving into wellness this year. This is the year of intention. I'm going to keep saying it till y'all just hear it in my voice anytime you hear it. This is the year of intention. We are locking into our wellness cycle. And yeah, I'm going to show you a couple ways to help you. So, y'all know my journey with lupus has really inspired the need for the platform. So just going into wellness and really applying it to day-to-day life to where you're able to actually share and give that energy off to other people, give them the courage to take the step into managing their own wellness. So that's what we're doing here, period. So tea has always been one of my go-to, never fails me. Anytime anything weird is going on, I'm going to always start with a tea before I take a medicine. So I encourage you to also do your own research before you just go into trying just herbs or herbal teas. Definitely do your research. And if you need some help, hit your girl up. So we to make this episode even special, so Miss Nada Boy here is an herbalist, okay? She grew up herbalist, and how did that spark your journey into actually wanting to start a tea company?
I guess just as I got older, I started seeing more of the pharmaceuticals come into play, and it was just it's always a medicine for everything now, and I'm like, no, I have tea for that. And just growing up in a household where we always had tea, it was just normal. And then when I got older and got out, it was like, oh, we have medicine. I'm like, no, I have tea. No, I don't need that. And, I just started kind of trying to share it with the world and my friends and family. No, you can drink a tea. Or they're like, I can't get a doctor's appointment. I'm like, go drink some tea. So
people look at me crazy when I say that. People look at me so crazy and I'm like, drink a tea, or I'll be like, have you tried ashwagandha? I'm always quick to introduce somebody to ashwagandha. So I loved being able to relate to you in that way, because I did not grow up herbalist. I definitely grew up in a get the Robitussin, get the Dimetapp. And I don't tell my mama this all the time, but I feel like my liver disease was your fault, girl.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to go all into that. But I asked you to bring us a tea. I asked you to bring something that you wanted to try on here because, y'all, her Earl Grey, I know y'all didn't see my post. I know y'all see me at work making it. I love her Earl Grey tea. I love it. But Yay. What did you bring up for us today?
Okay, so I brought two.
Okay.
Like I said, I did think that I wanted to do a basic tea, which is the herbal blend. No, it's a herbal basic hibiscus.
Okay.
So it's not a blend.
Okay.
And then I bought a blend tea, which is my Lavish Life, and that is white tea with lavender.
Okay. So I make these blends in my cup, so you curated them already,
correct.
Just so you can. Okay.
Yep.
So what do you call the blended one?
The blended one, that's Lavish Life.
And what do you call the hibiscus one?
That's Hip Hop.
Okay, Hip Hop.
Hip Hop.
Okay, so I'm excited to try them. Do you want to go ahead and...
Sure.
Do you like anything in your tea?
It's so pretty. It's I feel like I have to put something in it. But traditionally, if I'm trying something new, and that's food or anything, I never season it or put anything in it first.
Okay.
Because I'm very intentional on identifying how my body responds to stuff.
Okay.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't take the time to do, and they never really know what helps them or what even hurts them, because they do so much stuff and they're like, I don't know what it was. You didn't pay attention.
Okay.
So because I've tried all of these teas, I do want to put probably some garnishments, because I love all of that stuff.
Okay. So do you know the mint trick?
No.
Okay.
I don't
So,
think so.
If you want to try either of these with the mint trick, I'll show you how to do the trick.
Okay. So just pour my tea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to try my hip hop, because I love hibiscus. It's my favorite, one of my favorites.
I want to try it too. Yes. I love the color of hibiscus.
Me too.
I just love it. And this is so cute. Look at the tea.
Yes,
Stop.
I love my little tea
Stop.
petals.
Okay. And then I want to try it as is.
Okay.
What did you want to use?
I'm gonna do honey.
I really like this.
Yeah, and then the hip hop that I have, you know how hibiscus is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more partial to the bigger leaves. I think their flavor is way more robust.
I was about to tell you, this tastes a lot richer than the hibiscus teas that I like buy in the bags or even the pods, y'all.
I really try to stay away from the bags anyways, because you always end up with tea dust, and it's just like if you try to stay away from processed items.
Okay.
Obviously, if it's in a bag, it's been more processed than tea that hasn't been in a bag. So
Yeah.
I just ideally stay away from bag teas.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some good bag teas.
Teach me.
Whatever you have time for, because it's quicker.
Yeah.
This takes time.
Yeah. Like, especially like at work, I'm like, I just need a little. But I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in the mood for that cool. What is it? How do you say the name? The cool girl? Yeah, the creamy Earl.
Creamy Earl.
When I'm in the mood for that, I literally put on a whole demonstration in the break room. I'm like, look at you guys. Like, let me show you how I do this. Like, I don't have the steeper at work, so I just use like a coffee filter. Still gets it done.
Okay. Yeah.
Still gets it done. Thank you so much.
It's really an art, and then once people get exposed to it, then they're kind of like, oh,
yeah,
I don't like bag tea, and it's cute. I see the evolution. I'll be like, see,
you're learning.
Yeah.
See, I thought I was like getting somewhere because like now I have the teas that come in the little triangle bag, has a little bit more like bigger herbs. So I was like, okay, I'm making way.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was looking at when I was thinking about selling bagged options for people who don't always have the time to do this. I was looking at the triangle bags, so they do allow for more bigger leaves and things like that, but I just didn't want to do all that work.
Yeah, that seems like a lot. Yeah,
you bag your own tea.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the tea. Do with whatever, because some people don't even mind to drink the leaves. I've been around people who pour their tea right in and just drink the leaves. I mean, because if you think about it, it is a herb. Some of them are too potent to drink though, so I don't do it because I don't have time to be trying to remember which tea to actually consume. But
yeah. I would like to try the
Lavish Life.
Lavish Life. Yes, she's looking super pretty.
Yes. So Lavish Life is a white tea with lavender.
Okay.
And white tea has the most antioxidants between the white, green, and black teas. It's the baby of the tea, the leaves. So it's the leaves that are harvested before they turn green and before they turn black.
And that's when the herb is at its most potent. Wow, I did not know that. I really thought that, like, the black tea would been.
You would think, and it's interesting because it's the same way I know with some insects, like centipedes, for instance. If you get stung by a baby centipede, their poison is way stronger because they don't know how to control it.
Right.
So
kind of like a baby scorpion too.
Yep.
Like a baby. You know, we have those here.
Oh, I've been stung by a scorpion.
Oh my.
Yes, Arizona barks.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So can you give us a little bit more insight into how being raised as an herbalist like influenced your health, like, and now that you're able to like share it with others, like what made you confident enough? Like, have you always been like, oh, let me tell you guys about the tea too? Or did you feel like you would get a little backlash?
I never really care about backlash in anything, but as far as it's interesting because just like you said, you grew up with the Robitussin and all that. I did too. Okay. So my mom was very dualistic. It was always tea and Tylenol, tea and amoxicillin. It was always.
She said we're gonna give it a little both. Yeah.
So when I got older and started researching and going out on my own, I was like, I don't want to do that because it's
not working.
Defeating the purpose. Yeah. Because a lot of the antibiotics and all that stuff takes so much longer to get out of your system. And the thing about herbs, they take longer to get into your system. Yeah. Because it's a slower process, which is what it's supposed to be like. So it's like, I don't want to do that. So I just kept growing and reading and getting older and learning stuff. And I was like, okay. And when people come to my house or they're around me, they'll be like, oh, I'm sick, or what you got? So that's how it just became like known that I know these different remedies and stuff like that. And I also took a herbalism class, called Gaia. Okay. And that was deep because she literally, the teacher, her name was Sage. And she literally made you meditate with each herb and like smell it, pray with it, put it on a plate, and all type of stuff. So you can then drink it.
Wow.
So you can really feel how it's acting with your body. You get to the point where you can feel which organ is activated. It's deep. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's why I say when you start out, don't drink blends because it's too many. If you're trying to heal yourself.
Okay.
If you're just drinking it recreationally, it's whatever. But if you're trying to heal something, because everything doesn't heal everybody.
Exactly.
And you need to know all this. And so it's hard for me to say, oh, you should take this. And then you take it and it's like, oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Well, you really got to do the work too.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That gets so deep.
It does.
Oh, I love that because like now my family is starting to come to me like, I have a headache, or what do I do for this? What do I do for this? And I'm like, I'm kind of honored, guys. I'm kind of honored. I literally just said yesterday, I was like, I think I actually want to take the steps to actually getting certified in herbs. Like, I really want to take that step because I feel like my family needs it. Like, more than ever, I'm starting to notice, like, just small things like not understanding, like, the brain fog and stuff like that. So I definitely want to get in that. So which one of your teas would you recommend for sleeping issues?
I have a tea called Chillax.
Okay.
And that's just Egyptian Roman chamomile.
Okay.
Roman chamomile is from Egypt.
Okay.
And it's, of course, going to make you relax and chill out. There's another one I have called Rooibos.
Okay.
And that's a herbal blend.
Okay.
So it has Rooibos, it has lavender, elderberry, rose hips, currants. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what would you recommend for bloating?
Bloating,
swelling.
That would be I Like Roses. That's a green tea with roses.
Okay. Headaches, anxiety.
Headaches, I would say pepper and stuff. That's peppermint. Anxiety would be my green thing.
Okay.
And it's matcha.
Okay. I did see you have a matcha. My sister loves being a matcha girly, and I just be like, we got to get you a good one. I just saw it. I saw it when I first saw your website, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting you that. What would you recommend for poor circulation?
I would say any of the green teas. So, like, I Like Roses, I'm Jazzy, or Berry Straw.
I'm Jazzy. I love these names. What made you come up, like, with the names? Like, where'd you get them?
Well, because I'm a DJ.
Right.
And so I always have to have something music inspired in my life. And so just, it's so many teas. Yeah. It's so many. And it's like, okay, I have a green tea and it has roses. I want to make it fancy. Oh, I like roses.
Yes.
And then my hibiscus, it was like, no, I'm not going to, everybody has the hibiscus tea. I was like, we're going to call it hip hop.
Period. Yes.
So, yeah.
I love that. I was like, okay, wordplay.
Yep.
So, where can viewers find your teas?
So my teas are local in Las Vegas at Queendom Cultivation.
Okay.
Yep, that's right on Durango and Sahara. And if not, then you can go online to SuperNaturalNia.com.
Okay. Period. So beyond being the herbalist and growing up with the dual method for treatment, what inspired you to actually say that you wanted to start this as a business?
The scamdemic.
Okay.
I was literally like,
love that.
Yeah. That's what we're going to call it what it is.
Okay.
And I was just like, the world is going mad because who's scared of getting a cold? Like, getting sick? Mm-hmm. I've had the flu. I've had upper respiratory infections. I've had COVID. I've had so many sicknesses. It's like, okay, we're here to live the human experience. So we are going to experience misfortune sometimes. It's just about knowing how to handle it. Mm-hmm. And so my motivation was to give people tools so that they can take it and they can take responsibility for their own health and not be so victim and like, I need a doctor, I need this. Not saying that you don't need a doctor, or they're never necessary, but I think there's some steps before you just go to the doctor. Yeah. I think there's a lot of steps, sleep, water, managing your stress, herbs, even supplements. Mm-hmm. I'm huge on supplements like vitamin B and vitamin D and like even with lupus, mm-hmm. CoQ10 and L-carnitine. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of different supplements. So once again, these are a lot of steps you should know before you go to the doctor.
Yeah. Okay. And again, guys, just doing your research will help you understand that. Like she said, there's some steps to take before going to the doctor. Not that it's all completely bad, but do your work before just going to get help. So, why did you choose tea as the foundation for wellness?
I just think it's so, well, first of all, that was what my mom kind of instilled in me, but I think it's so readily available. So there are the deeper, harder herbs. Sometimes you got to go to Chinatown, get them from the Chinese doctors. But if you get some peppermint tea, that's so basic. And I have pep in your stuff. And that's for headaches, stomach aches, hangovers, energy. And it's no caffeine.
Did you guys hear that?
Hangovers, Las Vegas. Get you some peppermint. And I'll be like, if you don't have peppermint tea, just suck on a peppermint.
Yes.
There's so many different, that's the easiest herb candy in the world to have.
Yes. I didn't know about
And it's super easy to grow, too. Super easy.
What?
Grows like a weed.
Okay. Those greens, I'm starting to notice those greens that grow really well. Okay. She's putting us on, y'all, dropping all the gems. Okay. So share the meaning behind the name SuperNatural Nia.
Okay. So Nia is the 5th principle in Kwanzaa, and it means purpose. So it's just like I want to be supernatural on purpose.
Okay.
So I try to be healthy. I try to eat healthy, and I try to have healthy habits, hang around people who are healthy mentally, spiritually. But at the same time, I'm human. So I don't shame myself, and I give myself grace if I do want to drink some pop or eat some cake. But at the same time, I'm really healthy on purpose. Because I don't want to look back and be like, oh, no, I did all this bad stuff. I want to at least say that I tried.
Yeah.
Like I did try to give my body the best chance to fight whatever experiencing.
Yeah, I love that. That was an amazing answer, and I really love how you touched on giving yourself grace. That's something I reference a lot to my viewers because, like you said, we are human. So just understanding that we're human, we have faults. Like we can try, we can try to work out, we can try to be healthy, but we have faults, we have cravings, and it's okay. Giving yourself grace and just remembering to get back to it is what I really try to instill here.
And you still gotta hold yourself accountable. I feel like sometimes either people are too graceful or not graceful enough. Making excuses and rationalizing their insanity. No. Too much grace? That's not a good thing either.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like episode 9, y'all? Are you the problem?
Are you?
So what are some of the biggest challenges you've faced, like with launching your tea company? How'd you get over it? Am I using the right verbiage? Tea company? Yeah. Okay.
I don't even think I'm over it yet.
Okay.
Because it's so many moving compartments when it comes to owning a business, right? You have the product line, and then you have to think about how you're going to market. You have to think about price points and profit margins. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm so fortunate now that I'm in this day and age where we have AI and tools that can help you figure out those things. So I still think I'm trying to navigate that and learn. Also because I'm so busy doing other things, my other endeavors. I guess if I was 100% just a tea business owner, like I probably would, have mastered it. But I have so many other fires on the stove. It's like,
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I love that you provided that transparency because owning a business is not easy, especially when you have a whole life still going on too. So I think you manage it very well.
Thank you.
Of course. So what sets SuperNatural Nia apart from other tea brands?
Oh, I hate that question.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's hard to say. It's really about what type of tea you've had before, I would say, because you can compare it. Just like you said, this hibiscus is different from other hibiscus.
Yeah.
So, because it's ethically sourced, it's all organic, it's all loose leaf. So I think ultimately that's the biggest thing for me. I try to do everything organic, even though the organic is still certain percentage of pesticides and all that foolishness in it because that's what this country gives us.
Right.
But the herbs that I get, none of them come from America except for my peppermint stuff. It comes from Washington.
Okay.
All of my other herbs come from Sri Lanka, Japan, China, Africa. So I try to stay out of the gardens of this country.
Okay. There's a lot of thought put in these teas.
Yeah.
There is a lot
I like to research.
Thought.
I like to, because people will call you out like, oh, what is this? Or what? So I always try to make sure, let me do my homework and my research.
You're one step ahead. I love that.
200 steps.
I love that. I feel like that ultimately sets you the furthest apart. Like, just that amount of heart that goes into just doing the research to find where you're going to get these herbs and where you're going to get these materials. Like, and look how cute, like, this packaging is. I'm sorry. Like, I love that when I pour it, it's so cute. It reminds me of, like, potpourri almost. And then I'm like, I've always, like, as a kid, I used to see potpourri and I used to be like, I wonder what would happen if I wet that. Like, it's probably a tea. But a lot of them were based with, like, you know, big flowers and broken up barks and herbs. But when I first poured it, like, that the gray, and it had the little flowers in it, I'm like,
Your potpourri.
oh my God. Like, this is just, I love it. Okay, so the first one is money.
I get money. Money I get it. I get money. Money I got.
Okay, who's that?
50 Cent.
Okay, period. What's the song? I think it's I Get Money. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right, the next one is happy.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. And that's Happy by Pharrell.
Period. Okay, number 3, love.
Love, so many things I gotta tell you. And that's Love by Music Soul Child.
Okay, and then Mac.
Return of the Mac.
She's not even thinking about this. Like, you've been the best.
I'm a whole DJ.
I know. It just comes like, okay. All right. You're way too good at this. Okay, I guess I lost.
I like this game, though. I'm like, you want to do mute? Oh, okay. All right.
She's like, game on.
Yeah,
Game
let's
on.
do it.
Okay, so that was really fun. Thank you again. So I really loved these teas. Would you be interested in doing a live tea tasting for my viewers?
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to set that up. That'll be a little treat we have for you guys. Maybe a little spin part 2 to this.
Okay.
But thank you again for coming to my show. Thank you for bringing your teas on, showing me the background behind even why you're doing this. I feel like I already had a super interest in who you were as an herbalist, but now I'm like, now you're about to have a little sidekick. Like, now I'm about to be texting you like, what can I use this for this? Like, where should this research be coming from?
Yes, there's so many books, there's so much information. We just have to take the time and be still and just read.
Yeah. Oh, and I got those digestive enzymes you recommend.
I just got some more. I started back taking
My
them.
family's been like, oh girl, you've been looking good. I'm like, I know.
You feel a difference already?
I do.
I love them.
I feel a difference. I've really noticed that my circulation, I don't have no problems. I'm not having any problems. So digestive enzymes.
If you take them, systemic.
Okay.
If you take them after you eat, it focuses on the digestion.
See, and I take them with food. Like I
so it's
eat
working on your digestion?
Yeah, it's definitely working on my digestion.
So I take 2 first thing in the morning. And I don't eat for like an hour.
Okay.
So it's systemic.
Water, I can still do the water. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, this was another episode of Spill It with Mish. We had our lovely guest, Miss Nada Boy, and her SuperNatural Nia tea. Can you please drop the website one more time for our viewers?
It is supernaturalnia.com.
And she is on social as well.
Yep.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.